Hello, I'd like to welcome all to Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, which is a bit of a deceptive name because, I don't know. It's always deceptive when a game has, like, this little appendage, and it's the first in the series. This game never got a sequel. In fact, its developer didn't really get to do much before people were like, you know what, we're gonna say no. And then they stopped, and then they couldn't make any more games, which is sad because I really liked this game. I didn't play all that much, but I can tell you that I've played a bit. I know, at the very least, that I got the taste of it. You know, getting the hang of it. So, really, I want to do a playthrough of this. Force 10% chance, and we're going to lockpick. Okay, adjust the angle of the pick. So, really what I want to do is I want to have a class set up. No chrisms, those are weird. I want to have a class set up on what you want. Essentially, I've done this several times and it never really went anywhere. Because I don't have any community, so this game... Actually, well, am I going to do that again? Like, I already did that once, where I said, I'm gonna wait for player input, and no one ever talks because I don't have a community. How interesting is that? But essentially, the thing with this game is... Oh, we don't have destiny shit. Yeah, we have to do a little plot thing for that. But I'm gonna cut out that bit of plot because I forgot it actually happened in this particular area. So I'll see you after that plot. It should be the moment when we unlock... Oh, we get some gauntlets out of for some reason. I'll go do that bit of plots, and that... I think unlocks, yeah, I think this, yeah. So this is what I was talking about. Essentially, the fun thing about this game is destinies. There's the fate weaving, which is, But the whole part of this game is that I really like its lore. It's a little bit different than what usually pops along. So the way this game has destinies, essentially, as you level up in particular areas, you can have these little nifty cards to get you little bonuses. Look at this. Damage resistance while dodging. Ooh, nifty. Ooh. They all cost a little bit. But here you get some higher level ones. They get to this like, whoa, stun duration. That's insane. If I remember, that last level just gets you this insane thing. These are unlocked destinies, and these are like better ones. Looking like Nightblade. Whoa, after triggering evasion. 10%. Ooh. Ooh. But that's really what I want to get to. That's pretty cool. Which one of these trees should I follow is the question. Because there's like 6 trees. There are the basics, the combinations, and then there's the everything. Oh yeah, that makes it 7 actually. Short range teleport replaces dodge. Did you get that one pretty early? Yeah, you get that one pretty early. What the frick? Cutthroat. 1% chance to steal health. Gold traps. Wow. That's like a whole bunch of money you can make. Universalist. This one's pretty cool, actually, because it basically gives you extra skill bonuses. Look at that. Mastery of Arms unlocks all weapon mastery abilities. Oh. Look at those stats. Anyway. Let's collapse all. So, I can be... just a warrior, just a thief with bows and daggers and such and sneaking around. It could be a mage who gets lots of spells. I'll show you the skill trees in a moment. Then we got this, which the game likes to call, yeah, Shadowcaster stuff. Essentially, you're sneaky, you've got a bow, but you've also got the magic mumbo-jumbo, which I think works best with stealth dagger and then having a staff or scepter of some kind as the secondary. Magic and sorcery, essentially you can use sorcery to augment your abilities, more so as a ranged alternative to this situation. Mage of Finesse, this is Finesse. Essentially, this is really just you've got a bow when you want to shoot things from a distance and use a dagger up front to just, you know, in case you got yourself into a bit of trouble. Or you can go with a dagger and a hammer, something to interrupt enemies' attacks, the other to finish them off. Universalist is really just, here's all the skills! Use them as you see fit. It's pretty cool. I think skills are actually different. Yeah, skills are different than abilities, so this doesn't actually transfer that well. You start with one in everything, which is interesting enough. Unfortunately, I have to set one. So I'm gonna just go with this one. This one looks interesting.
If this is true,
And he's all like, "Oh no!" And you're like, "No," and I don't care.
this
So the reason that I want people to help me out with this is if you level up, you get this. This is a skill tree. Every species, race, person has 2 in this, 1 in this. I should actually show you the race menu, but I can show you that in a moment. Wow, look at this. Essentially, these are skills. They determine things, get advanced. That requires something. Oh, yeah. In order to get these, you need to be a certain level, so you can't just power your way through something. But as you can see, you can put a skill point, but you can also put one here. When there's a little icon, it's something you can get something new. Here's this lockpicking. Oh, decrease difficulty, but then hey, you always succeed at enforcing easy locks. You always succeed at easy locks, average, and then hard, and then here you're just like, wow. So what are the skills? Alchemy is used for making potions. Essentially, for the most part, this is to get reagents, which are plants, and there's a chance you'll get something sort of like Oblivion, but it actually is level-based. Ooh. Oh, chemical recipes are unlocked. I don't think you actually want to go too far. Just getting this level pretty much makes alchemy as useful as it can be, because getting reagents, I think they respawn, so it doesn't really matter. Use the effective repair kits. Yeah, this game has durability, which I'll show you in a second, but I don't think it's too much of a concern. Infrequent. Oh yeah, that has to do with rare equipment. Yep. This might be good to level up completely, but then again, maybe not, because once you do this, you've got all the functionalities out of it. Traps can install themselves components. That's pretty cool. If traps are played in minimap, it's you can draw some minimap. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. I like detect hidden because it essentially tells you a lot. Detect hidden is one of the skills I like to get up as quick as possible. Dark sigils are removed. Oh, those are pretty nasty, so that's something you want to go for. You can fill twice before the ward explodes. Yeah, wards can curse you, and that's really annoying. This is an alternative lockpicking. Only you have this little circle that spins around. You have to click on things, but you don't want to click on dark wards because they go boom in your face, and you're like, oh no! Lockpicking, just turn the thing around. It's very much Oblivion-esque. But for the most part, there's no real functionality here. It's easier. Here's some functionality, and here's a little bit of functionality, but this is just, mercantile, essentially the price you get. And here you get money for it, and here you get more money for it, and you get more money for it! Oh no, you can sell items that are stolen in a merchant. But there are fences, and I never really saw the purpose. Unless you want me to be a thief, I'm not gonna do this, because, I don't know. Doesn't exactly sound like, I'm not a thief. I don't like being mean. Oh yeah, bribes. Yeah, there are persuasion checks which are just like, here's the percentage! And you're like, wow, I can't believe that one. I can't believe it. Sagecraft's used for, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is one of the few ones that seems to have functionality all the way to the top. Except this one here's some functionality, but here, it's not really functionality, it's just making things slightly easier. And then there's stealth, which is, I can sneak! This one doesn't get any functionality, it's just slightly better. Anyway, let's just, for the sake of it, pick something. This one's really good to get, and this one too. This one especially, because it just tells you where things are. These are the abilities! Let me go over them real quick, because if I remember a few of them. It's just Weapon Mastery gives you special abilities with weapons, and does it make them more powerful, or is that the other level? No, it just unlocks more powers. Oh yeah, here. So up. No. No, this is probably just a combo. This is damage. Yep, this is damage. Great swords. You got all these nifty skills. Although the problem is that, yeah, you always have to scroll down, which is annoying. Circles are actives, squares are passives, which is nice. Here you got some skillful defense. This one's actually pretty cool. Like, even if you're not a warrior, this is a pretty useful ability if you want to get an enemy close because he's being a jackass at a distance. Quick, man. Relentless Assault. Apparently really overpowered. So here you can take a look at the skill trees. I think I can put a link in the description to an more interactive version. It's in a wiki page where you can learn some things. If I remember, yeah, you need this in order to be able to do sneak attacks, which are pretty cool. You can actually respec whenever you want. So here's the thing. You can respec whenever you want. So even if I go completely to the max and get this icy explosion with my icy trap, and I'm like, wait, you know what? I don't want to do icy traps. I want to get this mark of flame, which is actually pretty cool. This is really cool, actually. It hits enemies, and then you can go kaboom, and they explode and hit enemies around them. It's really cool. Consecutive casting. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah. Yeah, this is all abilities you get. Reduce chapter. Oh, that's actually really cool. You get abilities. There's only have 3 levels. So yeah, oh yeah, chakrams. Those are pretty cool. They're like floaty weapons. The thing with mages is that here's the weird thing. They're mid-range. All their weapons are mid-range. The scepters are really long range. Chakrams are sort of mid-range. These are close range. Everything seems to have sort of a mix of things, except hammers. Like this doesn't really have. This is probably the best they have to a range ability. But sorry, I'm having. Let's just get some abilities, and then we're like, oh no. So yeah, weapons of durability. Yes. Oh wow. Oh man, I keep messing things up because I'm weird with controls. Yeah, they have durability, and it's not too much of a concern. Look at this. This is what you get at the beginning. Pretty cool. But really, my question is, what should I go with? What setup? Warrior, mage, thief? Warrior, mage, warrior, thief, thief, mage, or everything? It all goes, people. It all goes. And also, I haven't spoiled any plot yet, so how about we just go over to this place and I'll show you a little bit of the combat so that you all know what's up. This is, by the way, what the reagents are for. I harvested, so I got lucky. I like how the wolf didn't seem to care. Man, this game runs remarkably smooth. Again, I'm really sad that this game never got through, because I really liked it. Oh, by the way, something you'll probably never see people do is look up. Look at how grand these trees are. You're like, holy schmoly, those are big trees. At least unlike many other games, like, this game tries to be different. Oh, you have prismers, which are essentially like, I don't want to bother unlocking this chest. And then it's like, okay, here you go. And you're like, yay. Which reminds me, I'm actually going to spend that point to detect hidden. As of right now, what would I want to get? Let's get some of this. Let's get some functionality set up. Oh, here you get more arrows, more quivers. It's kind of silly. I'm still gonna be a brawler. And now we have some new abilities to use. What is this again? Oh, that's a weird. What does that even do again? I forgot. It's been a while. It has been a while. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to double tap it. That was a thing. It's a pretty cool ability, actually. Yeah, I can't see them too well. Because I don't have good detect hidden. Detect hidden is really one of those skills, isn't it? Look at that. Sass! I don't like sass in walk. I want someone who walks with confidence. Oh man, I want to go for a perfect block, but I did not. How the... For some reason, this game has aerial combos, by the way. I want to go for a perfect block, actually, just for the shits and giggles of it. Come on, just one. That's not how I do a perfect block. How does that work again? Like, I remember you could do that. I did it a while back. It doesn't do anything, though. There's really no reason to do it, but it's fanciful. And the game has animations for it. So that's these weapons, the basic warrior weapons, as they like to be called. Although I think that the greatsword is just faster. The great swords are just faster than regular weapons. These are the daggers. They're quicker. They're sleeker. They attack with many more hits. Usefulness pending. And there you got your bows. As you can see, I have a quiver under my health bar, which pretty much is why these are such weird weapons and tools. As for shields, I think there are different kinds of shields for every class. We just don't get to see them. I'm also not looting too much or exploring too much, because why should I? Are you my boss? No, you're not. The birch scepter. Oh, yeah, that's the... Yeah, I can't show you the great swords and all yet. I think you get those much later. Anyway, these are staves, and these are scepters, which shoot little glibbity gloops. Also, armor. Rogue armor typically has... What was it again? Rogue armor has critical things. This is melee block efficiency, so you can guess it. Less armor. They got... Oh, really? Oh, that's what you start with. They have robes, because why give mages 2 pieces of armor? You can just give them 1, which is why it seems like it has better equipment defense, but it doesn't, because this already has better, and then you get the leg stuff. So yeah, I really want to know what you guys want me to do, because why not? As such, I'm going to make it... I like the new YouTube feature where you can just say, oh, every video needs to have this annotation. I can't unlock this, because I'm an idiot. Apparently, I'm not an idiot. Strengthening longbow. Numbing scepter. And a static longsword. Anyway, this is how a scepter works. You can shoot it like this. It's pretty quick. And this is a staff. I should have unlocked the combo, actually. But as you can see, the warrior kind of gets the butt end of the stuff. Sort of, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while, but I remember liking this game plenty. Apparently you want to have some fun, right? Have some fun. You, come over here. You know what, let's eat a potion. Oh, that 20 damage is pretty good. Hey, dropped something. More healing stuff. By the way, the recipes in this game are pretty set standard. They're not like Oblivion, where you have all this fancy stuff you can mess around with. No, it's just a set piece. Which is pretty alright. I mean, random potion effects are nice and all, but lately more Oblivion and Skyrim in particular have been like, no, you're not going to make your own potions. You're going to make the ones we want you to make. The effects are random, but screw you! This game's like, yeah, we're not going to lie about that. I could have rogued them, but who cares? Yeah, I saw you coming, but I was too busy doing my animations. What a nasty guy. I don't know, is there some sort of requirement to doing the dodge or doing the block? Because there appears to be a slight delay required to get the dodge going. Because I could block in between these guys' jackass combos, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't let me dodge. Would make sense, though. Oh yeah, there's lots of lore. There's lots of lore, and I will be reading all of the lots of lore. Also, if it ever slows down your little tumbler, it means that you're probably not going to make it. But I'm going to talk about that more when I actually get to the game. This is just a little bit of an insight. So yeah. Go ahead and shoot. Which to be? Am I going to use fancy, very flashy spells? Am I going to be sneaky and be a jackass to people and sneak around a lot? Or am I just going to whack things very hard? Or am I going to mix and match? I just stepped into a trap, but I'm also busy picking a lock, so who cares? That was hilarious. That was the best. That was the shiznit. Okay, let's actually look at the races, because why not? We need to look at the races. You need to know what kind of... Actually, they just give you 2 1s and a 2, but each race also... I thought I must have clicked wrong, sorry. No, not load game, new game. Let's go cash, because I don't care. We have these guys. These guys. Just look at their skills if you want to see what they have. These guys and these guys. These guys are weird because they're women dressed strangely. And here it's just like she tore something apart. And this is alright. This is something I can... These are very Nordish people. They all have different gods, which give them different abilities. I'm just scrolling through them so you can get a good look. None. Everyone has this. Wouldn't go for it. This game has a level cap, and any game that has a level cap, getting the experience bonus is sort of wasting your time. I think all of them get War, Order, and Justice, which are just health bonuses. Oh no, this one doesn't get the mana bonus. Oh, here it is, Wisdom. Death. Very suited for Thief. Oh, they get Earth. Just Elements Resistance. Yeah, we're not going to bother making it interesting. Fate. Really good for a mage. So, yeah. Wait, wasn't this the reason I originally... No, because it wasn't on PC yet. They only recently did this, which is pretty nice. But I'll see you guys next time. If I get enough, this game will probably get started soon. Else, it's just going to be Rayman or whatever I decide to put in the meantime. I might finish off some more of my ongoing series, like Bastion, which I really should get done with. Because, truth be told, there isn't much game left, and I'm just procrastinating for no apparent reason. But hey! Yes, people, I don't care. I want to quit this.
He said...
I don't want to spoil the story. I don't want to spoil it. But hey, you're dead, and there's lots of corpses everywhere, and it's really nasty. Look at this place. It's a massive cave, super spooky. You can hardly see the ceiling out here. Wow. Look at this. They even put little stank clouds over it. Over this pile of nondescript corpses. All wearing underpants, strangely enough. I imagine that they didn't put underpants at first, and they were like, you know, you should put some underpants on these people. And they were like, no, and they were like, yes. I'll see you guys next time when we have a game to actually play. When you guys have selected the path ahead of me, but don't forget, you're free to change that path anywhere along the line. Sort of. It probably will give some problems with actual skills, in terms of, you know... I just want to see what kind of class you want me to see play through this game. You could pick an unpopular one that no one does, because, hey, there's always this sort of tempo in things. Or you can pick something that just won't work. Can't even sneak yet. You have to unlock that by going far enough into the game. You can't even use magic abilities either. You just press the triggers and does nothing. And you can't even use the map button. These people thought of everything when they made this tutorial. It is a bit long, though. It feels long. But I'll talk about that when I actually get playing the game. See you guys next time. Look at this title screen. It gets you so pumped. Aren't you pumped to see this title screen? It's awesome. Don't I have all the DLC? Probably not, but that'll come later. Like I said, DLC is after the game's done. If I have the budget for it, that is. Also, this game is a manual that's pretty uninteresting. What about a bunch of inventories? I could have just shown you this and been like, Oh, it actually tells you there's a level cap. I never noticed that, strangely enough, despite reading the manual. Oh yeah, you get your health and magic entirely based on where you spend your points, which is super weird. It's interesting. I really like... There's a couple of twists to this game that are nice and interesting, and they could have gone so much further into making an interesting world if they had the chance, but they never did. They never got the chance. Wah wah!